Children, આ બધા નીચે બેસી શકે છે? હા, then you can all come closer. All children, I think they can all sit down. Bas, very good. All of you come closer. Come close. Very good. This is fine. एक मिनट है, बस fine. હા, Avisha, come closer. ત્યાં આમ બી sun rays આવે છે. We'll say the prayers, okay? If you know, you can join me. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Hunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now I'll be saying some words of a prayer. You repeat after me, okay? Try to understand and repeat. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. What is this prayer, you know? Who is Saraswati? Yes, tell me. Goddess of... Yeah, but mainly she is goddess of what? Yes, you are right. She plays an instrument. But just as Lakshmi stands for what? Yes, very good. Knowledge. She is goddess of knowledge, art, culture. So here it is said, Saraswati Namastubhyam. O goddess Saraswati, my salutations, my prostrations unto you. Who are you? You are the one who is going to bestow, who is going to fulfill all my desires. Vidyarambham karishyami. I am now beginning Vidyarambha. I am beginning my study. Varade Vidyarambham karishyami siddhir bhavatu me sada. May I succeed in that. So, we always pray before you study. You always pray to Goddess Saraswati so that she always blesses you. And when she blesses you, you will get the knowledge. So that is how that is prayer for Saraswati. Now, who is the goddess for wealth? Yes, you. Yes, you. Who is the goddess for... I asked you. He did raise his finger also. Lakshmi, yes. And what does Durga? What does Durga stand for? There are three main goddesses, right? Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga. Yes, you tell me. She is? Yeah, she is the one who protects us from evil. She protects us from evil. So we have these three goddesses. Wherever which one is needed, you can always pray. So Lakshmi stands for prosperity, for wealth, for all good qualities. So whenever we need that, we can always pray. So this is how we pray. So now shall we start with their question answers, or shall I say something before that? How have you designed? Gita. Okay. You all would like to hear about Gita, no? Okay, very good. In between, I'll be asking questions so that I know whether you are with me or you already know certain things or not. Okay, ready? All ready? Yeah. That's okay. Don't worry. See, there is the story in Mahabharata. Bhagwad Gita is found in Mahabharata. Mahabharata is an epic poem. It is a poem, but it is called as epic poem. And who has written Mahabharata? No. Girls? Yes. Oh, yes, you are written. But who dictated? Whose idea? You are right, written. Very good. Written by Ganesha. There is also a story. Yes? Veda Vyasa. Sage Veda Vyasa. In fact, what happened, it reminds me to tell you about this. Veda Vyasa has decided to write Mahabharata. Mahabharata is a voluminous book. Voluminous, he had all big ideas. So, who will write? Somebody has to write this. So then he approached Ganesha, God Ganesha. Ganesha is a god of two things. He is the one who bestows intellect, and he is the one who only one person is raising. Everybody knows the answer. Girls over here, this side. Would anybody like to volunteer? Yes, beta. Wisdom, yes. Then another thing, one more thing. Yes, very good. He is the one who destroys obstacles. So in fact, before doing any puja or anything, whenever we begin any new thing, then it is customary, according to our tradition, to always first remember Ganesha. Ganesha is the one god who receives prayers and all this first, because he removes obstacles. All the possible obstacles that may come can be avoided, can be very well avoided by remembering Lord Ganesha. Okay? So now will you do that always in your life? Before beginning anything, you can remember Ganesha. And what will happen? The obstacles can be kept behind, can be avoided. So the story is this, that when Veda Vyasa wanted to write, so he approached Ganesha. And he approached Ganesha and said, I want to write, I will be dictating. And you take down my dictation, like steno. So he was given that work. But Lord Ganesha put a condition. Does anyone know? He kept a condition. Anybody? One condition he put. Yes, beta? He put a condition that I will write provided if this happens. Otherwise, I will not write. So what was that condition? Yes, beta, I think you know. You forgot? Oh. Yes. What is your name, beta? Whatever it is, don't worry. Don't worry. We may not know. That's okay. What was the condition? Even parents, if children cannot answer, parents can. Yes. Brilliant. He put the condition that you will have to dictate without stopping. Continue ceaselessly you dictate. I will not stop. If you stop, then I will not write. Now Veda Vyasi was little confused about this. But he also said, yes, I will go on continuously. I will go on dictating continuously. But you have to understand what I speak and then write. See, Veda Vyasi also put a condition that yes, I will go on continuously. But you have to understand whatever I speak, and it was in Sanskrit. And very tough, mantras were all, verses were very tough, quite not that easy to understand. So you have to understand the meanings and then write. So Ganesha is God of wisdom. He understood everything, but Veda Vyasa is smarter. Veda Vyasa is even smarter. So what he would do, in between, he will put a very twisting kind of verse, which would be not easy to understand. So Ganeshji would have to wait and think and understand the meaning. By that time, Veda Vyasa will have some breather. He will have some time to relax. And then that is how Mahabharata was written. Okay, now in Mahabharata we have this Bhagwad Gita. Bhagwad Gita is the part of Mahabharata. And it is the story of it is a story of a family. Kauravas. And there are two brothers, which are their cousins. Who are they? Yes. Pandavas, not only Pandavas, beta. Two cousins. Pandavas and Kauravas. Okay. How many were the Kauravas? 100. Pandavas? 5. So, Pandavas are the sons of Kunti and Pandu. They are the sons of Kunti and Pandu. In fact, they were all sons of different gods. 5 Pandavas were sons of different gods. And their father was Pandu. Pandu and Dhritarashtra. These were two brothers. Pandu and Dhritarashtra. Who is Dhritarashtra? Father of the Kauravas. These two were brothers. But what was very peculiar about Dhritarashtra? He was blind. And in our tradition, and otherwise also, the tradition was that both were princes. But the tradition was that the one who is elder plus fit can be the king. So naturally of the two, Pandu and Dhritarashtra, who became the king? Pandu became the king. Now this Dhritarashtra did not like at all. For whole of his life, he just could not eschew, he just could not accept that he did not get a chance to become the king. And Pandu was made the king. And Dhritarashtra has 100 sons. And who was his wife? Who was the wife of Dhritarashtra? Let me ask someone from behind also. Yes, dear? That girl over there? No? Very famous lady. Are? No. Think. I will give you a clue, okay? Her name starts with G. Very good. Gandhari. And what did she do? Dhritarashtra was blind. So what did she do? She was seeing. But what did she do? Huh? No. What she did, she also blindfolded herself. Because her husband was blind, she also wore that blindfold just to be with the husband. So she also, it's okay. Thank you. So she was also not seeing, and they had 100 children. Now what happened? Kauravas from the beginning, they were very, very jealous of Pandavas. Pandavas, all the five. Can anybody name all the five? Very simple question. Now I want somebody from behind also. Girls, name of the five Pandavas. Come on. Pandavas, you know. Yes, they all know. They are very shy to reply. She knows. What about you, beta? He's looking behind. No, you. You. First, number one. Arjun, okay, third one. Who is first? Yudhishthir, second. Clue. Bhim. Third, Arjuna. Nakul and Sahadeva. These are five brothers, Pandavas. And Yudhishthir is the eldest. All these five Pandavas are very good, very righteous, extremely well mannered and educated also. All of them learned together. They were studying together. Kauravas, 100 Kauravas and 5 Pandavas. They were all studying together under the main teacher. Who was their teacher? No, let students. Students. Yes, beta. No, beta. Dronacharya. Dronacharya was their teacher. But always Pandavas used to excel in everything. And Kauravas did not like it. See, that jealousy was there in them. Is it good to be jealous? If somebody is doing well, then we must congratulate them. If among your friends also, somebody can be very bright, always congratulate and learn from them. There should not be competition like that. Friends are friends. Sometimes you will excel, sometimes they will do better. Congratulate, be friendly, but Kauravas did not like Pandavas at all. And right from the beginning, even when they were kids like you, they used to always fight. And the fight was always initiated by Kauravas. Always they will try to harass the 5 brothers. And of the 5 brothers, the main one is the Yudhishthir. And he was a gentleman. He was extremely righteous, honest, never would speak lie, never would be jealous, and always very good. And all the brothers, 5 Pandavas, they had lot of unity. 5 Pandavas, they were always together, and they would listen to Yudhishthir. So they were very good. But Kauravas, none of them liked Pandavas, and they tried all their means to harass them. And even there was silent support from the father also. Which father? Father of God. We just spoke. Father of Kauravas. Just talked about him. Father of Kauravas, Dhritarashtra. He also, Dhritarashtra also did not like Pandavas and they're being ahead of Kauravas. So silent support was there. And what happened? Pandav, the king Pandu, he was the king, but he was very sick. All the time very sick. So one day he left the kingdom and went away. And now who is the king? Who is the king now? Dhritarashtra by default. By default, Dhritarashtra has become the king. So now he has the power. And he is also very unjust, very, very unjust with Pandavas. So remember, this is how Pandavas have seen the animosity of the Kauravas. And this is how they grew up. And who is the king? Dhritarashtra is the king. Rightfully, the kingdom belongs to Pandavas. Rightfully, it is the right of the Yudhishthira. But Kauravas and Duryodhana, nobody wants to give them. Then, once they invited Pandavas to play, that game of dice. You know the game of dice? I don't know whether they play it here or not, I don't know. But it is a game of dice. Huh? I don't know what that is. So, Kauravas invited Pandavas to play this. And in that, Kauravas cheated Pandavas like anything. And as the condition was that, if you lose this game of dice, then you will have to go to the forest for how many years? 14 years. You will have to. That was the condition, that if you lose, that kind of conditions, that if you lose it, you will have to go to the why? Because Kauravas wanted that let Pandavas go to the forest. So we will have no competition ever. And then Pandavas lived in forest for 14 years. When they came back after 14 years, now they are saying, now at least now give the kingdom to us, which belongs rightfully to us. But neither Dhritarashtra is ready to give, nor Duryodhana. Duryodhana is the eldest of the Kauravas. So nobody is ready to give the kingdom back to Pandavas. Now what happened? Yudhishthir, the friend of Yudhishthir is Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is the cousin also of the Pandavas. He advised that now we have to win the kingdom. We have to fight and win the kingdom. So now the war is declared. Declared between whom? Pandavas and Kauravas. Who is now Lord Krishna? Both of them, Arjuna and Duryodhana, both of them go to Lord Krishna for help in the battle. That time, Lord Krishna put a condition. What was that condition? Can anybody say? Both of them are approaching. When the war is about to begin, the countries get divided. Somebody will go in one side, other countries will go in another side. Like that, now some kings have taken side of Pandavas and others have taken side of Kauravas. Both Arjuna and on the other side Duryodhana approaching Lord Krishna for help. What was the condition put? Yes, one of you. I didn't understand. Repeat. True. Very good. He said, first he saw Arjuna. Arjuna was sitting at the feet of Lord Krishna. So he saw Arjuna first, and then he saw Duryodhana, who was sitting near his head. And so he said, what do you want, Arjuna? Arjuna said, the war is going to be there, I have come for help. Krishna said, I'm offering two things. I'm offering two things. You can choose. And what were the two things? What were the two things? Yes? Huh? Army. On one side will be my army, which is a huge army. And on the other side will be me. all alone, who will not even take up any weapon. This is what he said. Arjuna had no second thoughts in choosing what? In choosing Lord Krishna, who is not going to do anything, just be there. And on the Duryodhana is very happy choosing the army. And now Arjuna said, please become my charioteer. In the war, you become my charioteer. So that is how the war is declared, and now war is about to begin. Both the sides' armies are arrayed. Now Arjuna comes in the battlefield. Having come to the battlefield, what happened? Children are going away? What happened when he came to the battlefield? Why was he not able to fight? Yes, what happened? No, what happened in the war? When he saw everyone standing, his own cousins, his own brothers, his own uncles, maternal uncle, aunt, everybody was there. So now he doesn't want to see them dying. He thought that everybody will die. So on one side, he wants to save his people, and on the other side, it is his duty to defend what? Dharma, defend righteousness and values, which Kauravas were not upholding. So he is not ready to fight. At that time, he surrendered to Lord Krishna and he said, I am not able to decide. Should I fight or should I not fight? This is the question that he put before Lord Krishna. And what did then Lord Krishna is teaching him the Gita. Then Gita came. And in Gita, Bhagwad Gita, in Lord Krishna teaches Arjuna that see, it is, yes, you want to save your people, but what is your duty as a warrior? As if you are a warrior, you have to save your country. You have to save righteousness. Where Kauravas are throwing away values and everything that is right, in that case, it becomes your duty to defend values, good people. When you have this kind of two things before you, you have to choose the big thing. You have to choose something which is going to protect the entire country. Supposing I tell you, if you are in army, or in your, say, if supposing your father is in police department, cops department, and on one side is his son, who is caught as a criminal. He is caught as a criminal. So now this police officer, you know, he has hard time catching his son. He has hard time arresting his son. At that time, tell me, what is his duty? What is the duty of this father, who is the police cop, main person, and his own son has committed many crimes? Now this officer cannot, this police cop cannot catch the son. He wants to give up his job. Now tell me, what is his duty at that time? Should he save his son, or should he fulfill his duty as a personnel in the police? What should he do? Tell me. Yes, dear? Duty. Why duty? Why he should save his son? Why not? Huh? Ah, very good. So now you have such things, two choices before you. Either you save your son, he could have saved his son also. But in that case, what would have happened? If he had saved his son, not caught him, what will happen? This fellow is a big criminal. Yes, very good. He will do this and harass people. Yes, he will keep getting spoiled, and in the process, he will be harming the society. So, even though he loves his son, even though he loves his son very much, but here what comes first when there are these two choices, either my son or my duty. You have to keep aside your love for your son and choose duty as a copy. Understood? So Arjuna could not choose. He had hard time. Bhagwan said, in life, always our duty comes first. The message of Bhagavad Gita is this, that in life, we all have our duties, and that duty comes first. For that, we may have to give up certain things, but still duty is important. When you play your duty, fulfill your duty very well, then you are playing your role in the best way. So that is the message of Bhagavad Gita, that always live up to your duty, fulfill your duty. Duty can be for anything, as a mother, as father, as brother, as sister, as the monitor of the class, as a student, as a son. You are your son and daughter of your parents. What is your duty towards your parents? Tell me. What is your duty towards your parents? We have to bring this message of Gita in life. So how will it apply? Duty as a son. Yes. Huh? Respect them, love them, take care of them, listen to them. Listen to them, have all the manners for them, respect them, take care of them, and when you grow up, take the entire responsibility. Today, who is taking care of you? Mom, I want this, Mom, I want that, and Mom is always by your side, Dad is always by your side, taking trouble and fulfilling all your desires. Mom, do this for me. I want to eat pizza. I want to do this. I want to go somewhere. Mom will be all the time ready, sacrificing so much. So keep this in mind. Today I am taking her help. She is taking care of me, both parents. When I grow up, and when they become old, who is supposed to take care of them? I. But that I have to begin now itself. Now itself. Same thing with teachers. Same thing with teachers. Same thing with country. Same thing with siblings. Same thing with friends. No, this is how we live our life. As children also, don't be jealous of your friend. Don't be jealous of your sibling. Don't fight with them. Help them. Cooperate with them. Then we will become beautiful human. Who will be the most popular person? As in class also. Who will be liked by the teacher? Who will be the pet of the teacher? Yes, yes. Yes, you. You respect them, you listen to them. Always, never laughing at them, not playing fun of them. Because they are elder, they are teaching, whatever we know is because of them. So we pay due respect to them, to our parents. See, this is what we learn. We have to be good human beings. In life, we have to be good human beings. And that we have to learn from now itself. Huh? So this is the message of Bhagavad Gita. That play all your roles very well. Role as brother, role as friend, role as student, role as son, role as a friend. So many roles you are playing. Play them very well. So any questions? Do you like this message of Gita? So Arjuna also understood this, and he also said, yes, I will now do my duty. And then he took up his bow and arrow and was ready to fight without any problem. He fought and protected dharma, protected righteousness. And it is the duty of a leader to take right decisions, protect the country. If the leader doesn't know how to protect, then how will the country survive? Tell me. Will the country be able to survive? Enemies will come and invade your country. You are not a good leader then. Not a good leader. So, this is what Gita is teaching. Understood? Same thing, Lord Rama also. Rama also was always for dharma. His father asked him to go to forest, even though it was not correct, but he still went. So, do you have any questions, children? That's okay. God is the first one. We have someone before us. But as far as God is concerned, that line of first and after, before and later on, all that comes to an end. He is just first. There is nothing beyond him. He himself created himself. Yes, you have some question? Animal Bhagwan, Lord itself, God himself created. Lord created everything. Everything. Plus, very beautiful thing I'll tell you. He himself became everything. It's not that God created and he is sitting somewhere else. No. He is the creator as well as, pay attention, he is the creation. The creator as well as the creation. So he himself is playing the role of creation. Created he himself. You know, sometimes we play with ourselves. I am playing with myself. Then I become everything. In some such manner, he became everything. And the play of creation is going on. You wanted to ask? Yes. See, because whatever Gita is saying, you know, it comes from a right and very valid source of knowledge, and that is Vedas. See, Ishvara, Lord, God created the world, and along with that, He has created Vedas also, 4 Vedas. And in that Vedas comes everything, and mainly this knowledge of truth. Knowledge of truth. So that is also given in the Vedas, in the Upanishads. When Lord Krishna is teaching, He Himself is God, but still He resorted to this knowledge of the Upanishads in Gita. So it is authentic. From where it is said that when the creation came about, along with that is created the Vedas. Vedas contain the knowledge of the truth. The knowledge of the truth is there in the Vedas. And no human being has written them. It came out as an out-breath. of God Himself. So the truth is there along with the creation. But our sages, rishis, sages, they could grasp all this because they had that kind of purity to grasp this knowledge and the knowledge of the Upanishads. And they have given the Upanishads. In this Upanishads, the knowledge is contained of the truth. What is the truth? What is my reality? What is the reality of the creation? What is the reality of God? What is the fundamental reality? Just as we wear ornaments, golden ornaments. Bangle will, when you go to the goldsmith and you want to change that ornament into a chain, say. So bangle will get changed into chain or anklet or whatever. But what will remain there? Gold itself. In some such similar way, the fundamental reality is the same. And from that, Upanishads have come. When Bhagwan is giving, Lord Krishna is giving the knowledge of Bhagwad Gita, he is imparting the same knowledge to Arjuna, but in a palatable way. In a palatable way in the sense that what are the problems that a person may encounter in life. Now this kind of situation, whether should I give in to my attachment or to my duty. So plus the knowledge of the fundamental reality is also given in Bhagavad Gita. But for that the source are the Vedas, from which Bhagavan has taken. So you can tell the students that it is true. Because it has not come from human intellect. Human intellect is fraught with many problems. Whereas it has come from Ishvara Himself. So we need not doubt. We need not doubt. Otherwise, if I'll keep on asking, what about who knows whether it is true or not, then I will be left nowhere. I myself cannot arrive at the reality, nor do I believe in something. So we believe this, giving the benefit of doubt, pending discovery. Okay, I am ready to go on this path, and if I do not experience it, I will leave it. But first I will believe in your words, and then most likely I will understand this. Just as when you begin to swim or drive, in the beginning you don't know anything. And now the coach is there. Now what should be my attitude towards the coach? I will keep on telling him, will you say, because I am afraid to swim, I am afraid to go into that pool. But I keep on asking, will you save me? If something happens, will you save me? Will you take care of? The coach says, yes, I know swimming. I am here to take care of you. You please go inside. But I am not ready. Plus, first of all, guarantee. First of all, promise that you will save me. He says, yes. But if I do not take the plunge, then I will never know. So believing his words, believing in his capacity to save me, because he is a coach. Believing in that, I take the plunge. I have to take the plunge. If I don't take the plunge, I am never going to learn. So first I have to give him benefit of doubt that he knows how to save me. He knows how to teach me to swim, plus how to save me in case there is some problem. I have to take this much, I have to put this much faith in him. Otherwise I will be out. I will be standing there, never taking the plunge. Similarly, in case of reality also, we have to believe the words of the Vedas, of the Gita. Giving the benefit of doubt, yes. But we don't dismiss it outright. Who knows whether it is right or not? Who knows? In that case, we will never know. So somewhere we have to start. So this is what you can explain. Yeah, even if...
A lot of kids... A lot of kids could not come today, so I'm just bringing their questions to here so the kids can hear it. So one question the kids was asking me that So when I tell them this Mahabharata story about Krishna and Arjuna, so some kids ask, how old was the Arjun that time? So to tell you the truth, I did not know how old the Arjun was but I said, when the Gita was listening, Arjun is probably 30. He was 75. I'm sorry, I gave.
He's, even I am not very sure about it, but he was around 75 or 100. And Lord Krishna was 150 or 125.
Oh, wow. See, that's
Yeah.
news. I
In
did not.
those
So
days,
I
they
told
used to
kids
live
that
very
I don't
long.
know how old was the Arjun
Yeah.
that time. I literally could not answer that question. Oh, okay. But so I said, I don't know, but I'm sure he probably was old enough to understand
he was,
all
yeah.
these Krishna's
He
high
was,
level
in fact,
language.
old.
So then they asked me that, okay, if Krishna told Gita or taught Gita to Arjun when he was old, and we are so young, why do we need to learn the Gita at this young age? I'm sorry, but that was their question.
Yeah.
So I give the answer according to me, but maybe you can give it better.
But you cannot be without the knowledge of all these years. If you are, see, knowledge is strength. Huh? Knowledge of anything, and particularly of truth, and the way to be strength. So if you don't want to gain knowledge at this stage, that means you want to be without that. And what will be life in ignorance? If person is illiterate, why can't I will start studying when I am 10 years of age. What will you be until 10 years? Without knowledge, ignorance. And what is ignorance? Ignorance means you are blind. It is as good as blindness. So when they ask you this kind of questions, you can tell them what is wrong in having the knowledge right from the childhood. You are better off. Arjun did not get a chance. That doesn't mean we are getting the chance. And he was better off after the knowledge. Always knowledge is strengthening. So, better begin at the right time. So you will be able to pass your childhood also in a nice way.
Thing is dirt, and like everything is dirt, like we're dirt, like everything we do like is part of dirt. Exactly.
Yeah, so
like
we
is that
have become dirt.
Yeah, we dirt, and like we eat dirt. We are dirt. Like yeah, no, like we are dirt.
The body, body is not just made of earth. Body is made, listen. Body is made of all the 5 elements. All the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air and space. All the 5 elements are there in the body, whether you can perceive it or not. And nothing is dirty. Don't say that. I mean, earth, that is what the body is made of. What you are eating is also part of earth. It is grown from there. And when the body dies, it is like a costume. Body is like a costume. The wearer of the costume doesn't die. Only the body dies. And the body, the costume, is made of earth. and water and fire and space and air. Not the wearer is different. And it is in order, it is nature that everybody is born and then they die. Then again they are born, then again they die. It is all cyclic. And it is in nature, part of nature. Sky? Sky is made of sky. Space. Space. Space, see, your question is good. Each of the 5 elements, beginning from earth. Earth is gross. Gross. You can perceive it, you can smell it, you can touch it. It is that kind. Then you go one step higher. Then which element will come? Water. Water is subtler than earth. Then you go one step higher. Now comes air. Air is subtler than what? Water and earth. Air is subtle. I'm sorry, fire, sorry. Now we come, third number is fire, I'm sorry. So first is, grossest is earth, then little gross is water, little less gross than that is fire, little less gross than that is air, and the subtlest one, imperceptible, is what? Space. Space, you see, but it's not tangible. It has no shape. It has no qualities. So, it is subtlest. This way when you come, space, air, fire, water and earth. That is more a question of science and than Vedanta, but these are all illusions also. That is space as a shape. It has no shape. It is dimensionless. There is no boundary to the space. You cannot draw a boundary that this is where it ends and then new one begins. No.
So the 3 main gods created the world and the earth is Vishnu, Brahma, and Shiva. So Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the protector, and Shiva is the destroyer of things. So those 3 created the earth, and all the other gods are behind them.
So what is your question?
No, I was just saying.
Just explaining what he understood and what he knows. But there is no question.
No question. Okay. No question. Okay.
No, it's good. He's listening.
Yeah, very good. Yes.
So, if Shiva does the kind of dance after he does it, and after the world destroys, what happens after the world is destroyed?
See, it is all very cyclic, as I said. First comes creation. There is nothing called first. The cycle is going on and on. Creation, sustenance, dissolution. Dissolution means destruction. So, creation at some point came into being, then some point also we cannot say because it is going on and on. But let us begin with a point. That it got created, it gets sustained, it gets destroyed. Then again from destruction what will come? What will come? Creation. Creation, then again sustenance will go on. Then again destruction. This is the cyclic process. cyclic one. So it's continuously going on. Then a time comes, which is called Mahapralaya, which means there, in that point, everything gets destroyed. Then after some time, again it begins. So this is how the cycle goes on. Yes.
How do we know that Shiva even does the sound of that? Because if he did, we wouldn't exist.
Why he did?
How do we know if Shiva does?
Bring the microphone closer to your mouth.
How do we know if Shiva does stand-up dance or not? Because if he did do it, we wouldn't exist.
See, yeah, true, you are right. Actually, it is not that Shiva is dancing and then Chandava goes. It is symbolic. It is symbolic. Destruction means, it doesn't happen at one time. When there are cyclones, say, this kind of tornadoes and natural disaster are there at the time of COVID, for instance. At the time of COVID, throughout the world, the pandemic, in that time, so many people died in almost all the countries. One kind of destruction. So there you can say that destruction is happening. It's not that one time it happens. Every moment, see, let me tell you, when you all came, when we began this session, it was at 12 or 12:30. Then it is going on. And then it will come to an end. Then again new session will begin, say evening class will begin. It will go on and then again there will be night, then again day. This is the cyclic process. It is not that now everything is created, then after some time everything is maintained, then after some time, every moment it is going on. See, you see if you are watching the plant, rose plant supposing, then you see that the bud has come. It was so small and every day it is growing. Pay attention. The bud is growing. When it grows, you should see that it was of this size. Then it grew. The small size went, culminated into bigger and bigger. And one day you see the flower coming up. And then after some time, even if we don't touch the flower, it came, it remained for say about a week of flower, and then gradually the petals are falling down. That is destruction. Then again that petal is going in the earth. From them, after some time, again something will grow. So in this way, creation, sustenance and result are continuously happening process. It is not at one time that is in case of flower. It came, then grew from bud to growing and then falling. Then again something comes, remains, goes. Day also, sunrise remains throughout the day, then gradually twilight, then night, then again day, bright day, then gradually. This is how the process is. This is called cycling. You understood what I am saying? You are also a child now. Huh? Your boy. We'll take your question. Huh? Then you will grow up, become an adolescent, then become young. So child will go, but young boy will appear. Young boy will go, an adolescent will go, and young man, youth will appear. Then a senior citizen will appear. That is how every moment creation. Then in the death of the child is the birth of the adolescent. You understand? When the child goes, who is born? Who is born? Adolescent. So every moment like that, we don't realize, but this is going on every moment. Thing comes, remains, goes. Things come, remain, go. Time also, every moment. When we woke up, it was 6 o'clock. Then we took breakfast, 9 o'clock. Then 10 o'clock, we were doing something. Took shower, something. Then we came here. Now it is 12, 1. This is how creation, sustenance, dissolution. Every moment it is happening. One thing comes, remains, goes. Another thing comes, remains, goes. This is how the creation is. So, in the destruction of something, something new is born. Then remains. Then again that thing dies. Like river also. From the ocean, water evaporates, becomes cloud, then falls, rain, then river again also, where does it go? Back to ocean. From the ocean again becomes clouds, again goes constantly. So river is born, remains, goes back, then again is born, remains, goes back. That is how it is. Follow? Did you get your answer? You have to think little bit. No, God doesn't have to. He is always there. Well. That is all Ishvara is doing. As I said, everything is Ishvara. Everything is God. That is why you see that everything is intelligent. When you see a seed, you don't see the seed in the ground. It is there below the earth. But you see the sprout. You see the sprout. Then next day you see that sprout has grown little. Then grown little. Now, who makes that? We are not going inside. We are not putting that capacity into the seed to grow. Who is doing that? That intelligence is ingrained. It is there in the seed itself, that when it rains and the right conditions are there, it sprouts, becomes big. That intelligence is built in. It is built in. Sun is there, with the rays of the sun, the water gets evaporated. How? How? That intelligence is built in, and that intelligence is God Himself. That is how we explain God. God not is sitting somewhere in the heavens. No, God is everywhere. It is intelligence built in things. Take your
Do you
mind.
believe history repeats itself?
What does it say?
Like
It
in
sometimes
another
does.
billion years,
If we don't
the
listen,
Mahabharata is gonna repeat.
huh? Same thing may not repeat. Same thing may not happen. In the same, that we will not have another Yudhishthira. But the tendency is there. Yes. If we don't learn anything from the history, the same kind of history will repeat. See, Pandavas were good, Kauravas were bad. So yes, the history repeats in the sense that today also there are some people good, some people bad, fight goes on among them, and even in us, there are some good tendencies, some bad tendencies. See, there is a good tendency that I am honest. And there will be bad tendency also, that I may get very angry. And there may be a corner in me which will say, no, by being honest I will not get anything. Let me speak lie. Then I will get away with things. So in ourselves also, a Pandava is also hidden and a Kaurava is also hidden. Fight is going on. Who should we make victorious? Pandava. Which means good tendencies. A tendency in me will say, no, I will not listen to my mother. She doesn't know anything. I will not listen. Now what will the Kaurava will say, no, I will not listen. She may speak. I will not respect it. That the Kaurava in me would say. And in the same heart, there will be one Pandava who will say what? No, no, Swamini ji had said that respect the parents, take care of them. So who should I listen to? Pandavas. You understood? That Kauravas are, history is repeated that way. It's not that same Arjuna will come and same Yudhishthira, not that way. In this manner, understood? He seems to have the maximum questions.
My student.
Okay.
I always give him answer only. Other kids are listening his questions. Such intelligent kids.
Yeah, very sincere. Bolo. Which time God comes? As first of all, I said God is everywhere. But there is specific coming of God also. They say incarnation. It is called incarnation. They say that whenever evil is too much, then to defeat that evil and protect the right, God comes. Now, the God may come in a small form also, big form also, in some ways also. That is also coming of God. Whoever protects the right, takes care of everyone, you can say that is one kind of Ishvara.
So he is everywhere at all times?
In the form of everything.
Everything?
In the form of everything. You may not be aware of that. But everything is nothing but Ishvara. There is nothing. You are also Ishvara. And I am also Ishvara. And your friends are also Ishvara. Ishvara playing with Ishvara.
So everything here is Ishvara?
Yes. Yes. Not the Ishvara which is there in your mind. Not the Ishvara which we see there. That is symbolic. Huh? The idol or the image which we see is definitely Ishvara. But Ishvara is the live thing also. Everything is Ishvara. In fact, there is nothing but Ishvara. This is what we say. No, this one. Okay.
What is Ishwara?
What is?
Ishwara.
Ishvara means God. God means He has all the powers, who takes care of the world, who looks after you, who provides for you. You came into this creation, right? Now, who is giving you the air to breathe? When you came in the creation, air was ready for you, mother and father were ready for you, water was ready for you, space was ready for you. Who made it? I did not make it. My parents also did not make it. So He is there to take care. Everything is provided. Fruits are there, vegetables are there, flowers are there, forests are there, food that I eat is there. Give her the mic.
So has anyone ever seen God in their life?
The way you want to see the God, say Lord Krishna or Rama, that also there are people who have seen them. But God means everything that we all are seeing. The particular form that you want to see are seen by devotees. That is seen by devotees. But the other form of Ishvara, God, which is everywhere, that is seen by everyone. I see you, you see me. I talk to you, you talk to me. Yes, it's very much. You have to have that kind of devotion. Then he may come before you. He used to play with certain devotees. Yeah, he comes. He comes. There are many devotees before whom he has come, and he can come before you also, if that is your wish. But for that kind of wish, we have to become very beautiful person, as a person. Have good manners, respect, study well, be a good human being.
So how does God put everything, like how does God put air, water?
He himself became everything. Became fire, became space, became air, everything he has become.
Became everything. So, but if he became everything, then how does he go to heaven?
As I am saying, he is not sitting there and became everything. He is everything, not creating. I told you that sitting someplace he has not created everything. After having created, he is not separate from it. See, you have to understand the concept of Ishvara, that he is everything. So, in our tradition, Hindu tradition, even river is God. We worship river also. We worship mountains also. We worship space also. Why? Because it is Ishvara. We worship air also, because it is Ishvara. We worship water also, Ishvara. Fire also. Everything we worship. Yes, animals also. See, who is the vehicle of Lord Krishna? Garuda is eagle. Who is the vehicle of Shiva? Bull. 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 That is bull. Our all gods have vehicles, animals as vehicles. They are also looked upon as Nandi is supposed to be very powerful. She also fulfills the wishes. Garuda too. Everyone. They are also gods. Yes. Brahma, not as vehicle. He has come from the lotus. Brahma has come from the lotus, which again came from Vishnu. From the navel of Vishnu came lotus. And in that lotus, then Brahma came. So lotus, that is why, if you know, lotus is is supposed to be the main flower of in Hinduism, in India. The main flower is supposed to be national flower, they say. National flower is supposed to be lotus. Even Lakshmi ji is in lotus. In one of the hands of Vishnu also there is lotus. Because it has come from the navel of Lord Vishnu. You take the mic, I am not able to hear you at all. The mic is here. Come.
If everything's God, then why are there bad things? Since God is pure and only has good is only good, then why are there bad things in this world?
What does he say? Yeah. He is pure. Yes, as we said, even Dhritarashtra. So there is play of good and bad. Good has won over the bad. Even the bad, according to us, this is a big play that is going on. And in that, everything is nothing but God. That doesn't mean we have to become bad. We have to become good. We have to become good. But what is bad is also one kind of Ishvara. That doesn't mean that we have to become like that. Understood? In the game, in the game there are different players. In the drama, let me give you the example of a drama. The drama is going on the stage. And everybody takes different roles. There is one who is playing the role of Ravana. But that actor who is playing the role of Ravana is not really Ravana. He is just playing that role. Understood?
Yes?
Yeah. Now shall we do one dhoon if you are through with your questions? Okay. We'll do that. Sure. They'll sing with us now. Somebody can take the mic.
Okay.
Hanumanji? Hanumanji is incarnation of Lord Shiva. Chalisa, confused with that? Why? Okay, that doesn't. Yeah. No, yeah. You can share it with someone. Share it, Rita. You come closer, share it with her. Come, let us begin. Shri Guru Charan Saroj Raj Nish Man Mukur Sudhari Baranau Raghuvar Vimal Jasu Jodayak Falachari Buddhihin Tanu Janike Sumiro Pavan Kumar Bal Buddhi Vidya Devu हरहु कलेश विकार सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय लोक उजागर रामदूत तुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुवेशा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केशा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे मूंज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महा जगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा लंका जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे, लाए सजीवन लखन जियाए, श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए, रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई, तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई, सहस वदन तुमरो यश गावे, अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे, सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा, नारद सारद सहित अहिसा, यम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते, कहि सके कहाँ थे, तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा, राम मिलाय राजपद दीना, तुमरो मंत्र विभीषण माना, लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना, जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु, लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानु, प्रभु मुद्रिका मैलि मुख माहि, जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि, दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते, सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते, राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे,
होत न आज्ञा
बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहे तुम्हारी शरणा, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे, तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे, नासे रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा,
संकट से हनुमान
मान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे, चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता,
स्वर दिन
जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुमरे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुमरे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई, ईसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय मह डेरा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय मह डेरा, पवन तनय संकट हरन, मंगल मूर्ति राम लखन सीता सहित, हृदय बसो सुर भूप सियावर, रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, बजरंग बली की जय। Shall we conclude? we can do that. We'll check. Okay, there's him saying something. Okay, we'll first chant the Shanti mantra, then you all come. Okay, sit down. All of you sit down. We have to conclude also with a prayer. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Come.
Okay, kids, go on the stage.
Very good. 1 second.
Go on some kids on the other side.
You can all come.
Yeah, go. Go both sides. Then we'll do final. Then we'll final blessing.
See, better. If you can put this on the side, then some of you can come and sit here. Yeah, please. Then go. Come. Even this can be okay. Fine. Come. Come closer. Come close. Come close. Some of you can stand. You stand here. Come here. Come here.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, look at Gopal uncle first. Look at Gopal uncle first and Kinjal auntie.
Come everyone. Sit down. Binaben, come. Okay.
Thank you, Swaminiji. I think we mentioned earlier we are running Bal Vihar class
Okay.
and
Very
Gujarati
good.
language class. So
Very nice.
see, they are our
Teachers are
teachers.
doing very good.
Yeah, we are teaching Bhagwad Gita, Shankar Bhagwan, Ramayana, Mahabharat, everything, sloks, Pratna. So thank you so much for being with us, and of course our kids are very excited to see here. Thanks for all the questions and all the answers.
All of them are very bright.
Yes, we have so many kids, but we had a practice today, so few kids will left. Thank you.
Welcome. Come. Can I remove my mic, Deepak bhai? Can I remove my mic?
You need to come inside. No, I didn't see you.
Now all of you can come. તમે આવી જાઓ દીપકભાઈ રીબીનાબેન all of you come.
Thank you.
आओ. अच्छा. Okay. We should have had some prasad for them. Thank you.
Oh, પ્રસાદમાં પેલો છે ફ્લાવર ત્યાં.
Thank you, beta. Thank you. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna.